been set, as you say, in a global context. We have to realize that only a few weeks ago there was a extraordinary meeting of the Shanghai Cooperation Organization in Beijing. It included a meeting with President Xi and Prime Minister Modi, a discussion of a new SCO development bank for all of the global South. This was immediately followed September 3rd by the commemoration of the defeat of Japanese fascism only 8 decades ago, with the very impressive military parade in Beijing, and then a very large meeting of nations in Vladivostok with the Eastern Economic Forum about what? About many nations investing in the economic development of Siberia. That was immediately followed by the extraordinary meeting of Presidents Putin and Trump in Alaska to discuss what? The building of a Bering Strait crossing to connect America and Russia, and in fact, all of Asia. So there is a process afoot for an entirely new global economic development and security architecture led by China and the BRICS and Russia. So these moves by Prime Minister Takaichi really serves as an attack on that, not in herself, but one can't help but notice that this is an extension of global NATO. In fact, the Russian government commented that viewing her actions, we're watching the actions of a vassal of the United States. In fact, the leadership of NATO in Brussels and in London have been talking over the last years about global NATO extending itself into the Pacific, Philippines, Japan. So while Prime Minister Takaichi may be appearing to act like a Japanese politician, in fact, she's a pawn, a vassal of this very, very dangerous global NATO, attempting to stem the tide of a very beautiful development, which is a new international economic architecture ending 500 years of neocolonialism. That's the major tendency of the time. So these moves we see from Japan are merely an attempt to put a monkey wrench into that global process.